Hey everybody, so today I'm here to do the 10 names I love but won't be using video. I love watching these videos, especially if you're married to someone like I am, who is an absolute terror to name children with. Oh, can anybody relate? So many names shut down, I don't even keep track of them anymore. But this is a list that I've compiled. I double checked with Mark that he absolutely says no to all of these, which was kind of disappointing. I was still holding out a little bit of hope that he would budge on some of them. Guess not. I'm probably not going to be able to explain why I like these names. I've stumbled upon most of them just in life and I fell in love with them. So I'm sorry, I probably won't do a better explanation other than using the word love 1,000 times. And if you hear the fan, I'm sorry, but it is hot in here. So anyways, on to the list. I have 2 unisex names, 4 boys and 4 girl names. So that's the way I wanted to do it, a little bit different. I just really love these 2 unisex names and I couldn't not put them on the list, so that's the reason why I did it. To start off with them, the first one is Reese. I have loved this since, what grade was it in? I want to say 9th. My first year of Spanish. I had a Spanish teacher who had 2 children. One was her little girl, Reese. Fell in love, just completely. She was such a spunky, happy, precious little girl because she would always bring them in the morning when we had class super early before their elementary school started, and they would just kind of hang out and they'd watch movies and stuff, and she was just so precious. And I think that's where my love of that name has originated, but I could definitely see using that as a boy's name too and it being super precious. And then the next and final unisex name is Addison. Again, oh, I have loved this ever since junior high. I went to school with a boy named Addison, and then when I got older I started watching Grey's Anatomy, and Derek Shepherd's wife's name was, oh, spoiler alert, his wife's name was Addison. And just boy or girl, I love that name, just adore it. So I guess I'll go with the girls first, the first one being Mila. I love the name Mila. I've already said love too many times. The background story on Mila is that we were in a birthing class and one of the couples named their daughter Mila, and ever since then I just cannot get it out of my head. I think it is such a feminine and girly name. It's just adorable. The next one is Claire. Again, I went to school with a girl named Claire. She was super sweet, always kind to everybody, and I don't know, I just always associate the name Claire with like a sweet, bubbly girl now, so I feel like it'd make a precious name for a little newborn baby girl. The next one is Peyton. I have loved this name for so many years, I cannot even tell you. Basically, me watching One Tree Hill set that obsession real hard. I was like for sure that I was gonna grow up, I was gonna have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and name them Peyton and Lucas. And then I thought that's a little weird, naming them Peyton and Lucas after their characters if you know anything about One Tree Hill. So I kind of dropped the Lucas, and I still like the name Lucas, but however, Peyton has stuck. I like it spelled P-E-Y-T-O-N, just like the show. I don't know, I feel like a lot of these names are based off of people that I knew or characters that I knew, and these people are just strong, unique, kind individuals, and it's like that's the kind of person I think everybody hopes their child grows up to be. So I kind of keep that in mind. I know like a lot of people don't like to name their kids names that they know people have, but I personally like it. I don't like the fact that nobody has my name. I've kind of gotten used to it, but I wish I knew more Alias because it'd be kind of cool. I might actually have my name on a souvenir once in a while. That'd be a cool thing. But the last one for a girl's name is Macy. Again, with the TV shows, I watched 16 and Pregnant. Macy Bookout, I believe Bookout is her last name. She just got married. I think she has a different last name now. I'm not sure what her married name is. I'm sorry, Macy. But ever since then, I've loved the name Macy. But that is all that I have for the girl names, and on to the boys. The first being one that I cannot get over, and I feel like even after this video, I will still bug Mark to name our son one day. Even though we do have a boy's name completely picked out, so it would have to be like our second son if we ever got lucky enough to have 2 boys. But the first one being Beau, spelled B-E-A-U. Love, love, love it. I believe this name came from American Horror Story. The first season when they're in the murder house, Constance's son, the one that she had locked up in the attic, his name was Bo, and from there I fell in love with it. I also love the lead singer from Bless the Fall. His name's Bo, so I don't know, I just really like that name. I feel like even though it's a short and simple name, it's just packs a lot of like strength behind it almost. So the second one is Gavin, and this is the name that I was talking about before with Reese. My Spanish teacher had a son named Gavin, and he was just the sweetest boy ever, and I absolutely fell in love with both of their names, Gavin and Reese. I just felt like those were such cool names and they fit those children so perfectly. And I also am a huge fan of the band Dance Gavin Dance, or I was. I don't really listen to their music anymore, but their old stuff I used to be a fan of. Next up is Logan. I can't really remember where I heard this one from. I feel like it's a semi common name, not something you hear a ton of, but still I love it. I don't know many Logans. I feel like Logan is my old Lucas. I always thought I would name my son Lucas, but after I kind of dropped that, I kind of found Logan, and I really love that name. And then the last and final name, and this one is for a boy again, is Owen. This definitely I have to attribute to Grey's Anatomy. I love Owen's character. I love the name Owen. I had an old family friend name her son Owen, and it just made me love that name even more. I just pictured like this big teddy bear of a man who's so strong yet so gentle, and I don't know, I absolutely adore it. But those are all the names that I have. Let me know down in the comments what names you guys won't be using, even though you love them to death. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.